Dear students, welcome to second topic, programming in C language with CPP. Second topic is data types. See, data type is a very important question according to first unit. I will explain in a simple steps you can handle in your examination. See, what is the data? According to this concept, it is a data type. Yes, it is a data type. A data type, it seems, a type of data. How many types of data? According to our real life, regularly we are seeing numbers, decimal numbers. Decimal numbers nothing but the price. 15, if you purchase any product in a supermarket, maybe the biscuit packet, it seems it having 10 rupees 50 paisa, 10.50. That means it is called decimal number. Numerical number, like your marks, 19, 18, 20, 35, 78. These are called numerical numbers. Round value, it doesn't have any decimal numbers. Clear? And character, like your name. A name is called string because you have your name having a group of characters. Okay, the group of characters should be called as a string. So these are the different data types we are having in a C language. Okay, see, first of all, what is the data type? See the definition here. Data type specifies how we enter the data into our program. That's simple. That's it. How we are enter the data into our program. We need a data types. If you want to mention a 10, how we mention a 10 in a programming? First we have to assign the 10 value into a variable. Okay, a variable can represent with the associated data type. For example, 10 is a number. Which number? Round value. It doesn't have any decimal number. Okay, so that number having a particular data type. Understood? So according to the concept of data types, how we enter the data into our program. Okay, and what type of data we are entered. Understood? These are the two things are main important. How we enter the data and what type of data we entered. Clear? So for example, with decimal number it seems that having like your average marks like 19.5, 78.60. So it having decimal. Understood? 70.50. This is called decimal number. Understood? Okay, this is called decimal number. Or 10, it is a round value. Understood? It doesn't have any decimal number. This is the decimal number. It having fractional part. It is a round value. It doesn't have any fractional part. Understood? Gender, like a male, female, these are the characters, male or female. These are the single character. M is a single character, F is a single character. So these are the different types of data: character, number, numerical number, and a decimal number. Understood? Here it seems we are having three examples. Decimal number, this is the decimal number, this is the round number, numerical value, these are the characters. Clear? Understood? So how we can represent these values into our program? That is called concept of data type. Okay, so how we enter the data and what type of data we entered. Clear? So data types are classified into three types. How many types? Three types. What are the three types? The three types. First one is the primitive data type. Second one is the derived data type. Third one is the user defined data type. Three types of data types: primitive, derived, user defined. Primitive, by default we are using these data types. Derived, these data types are used from other data types because it is derived from others. User defined, user can define their own data types in a program. See the structure of this data type. Data types are classified into three types as we discussed earlier: primitive data types, derived data types, user defined data types. Primitive data types again classified into three types. So actually it is four types with including with void, but void does not have any values. We can't store any values. That is the different concept. Void is. See here, int. Int full form is a integer. Int is a keyword. Here it is a small letter. Okay, int is a keyword. All keywords should be represented with small characters. Int. Integer data type can hold round values like 10, 20, okay, 10, 20, etc. Any round values. Not only 10, 20, 70, 80, 78, 101, 1001, 1 lakh, 10,000. Okay, the number, it doesn't have any decimal value. The total number should be called as a numerical numbers or round values or integer values. Okay, integer can take what kind of values? Round values. Characters like alphabets A, B, C, D, any one alphabet. Okay, alphabets A, only capital letters? No, either you can store small values also, small a, okay, etc. Float, it can be represented with the decimal values like previously I said 70.15 because it having decimal value, decimal point or fractional part. Okay, float. Why it does not store any values? So finally we have discussed with the data type is primitive data types. Derived data types and user defined data types should be discussed in later. Okay, so according to the concept of data type means what value you are storing, how we enter the data. They are classified into three types. They are primitive data types, derived data types, user defined data types. Okay, primitive data types are classified into int, char, float, void. Derived data types are arrays, string, pointers, function. User defined data types are structure, typedef, union, enum. This structure is very important. Understood? The whole structure is very important in examination. Simple two lines of theory here. Okay, so data type specifies how we enter data into our program and what type of data we are entering into our program. That's it. Data types are classified into three types. They are primitive data types, user defined data types, and derived data types. Primitive data types are classified into four types. First one is the int, char, float, void. Derived data types are classified into four types again: array, strings, pointers, functions. User defined data types are classified again four types: structure, typedef, union, enum. So these are the data types. Okay, but according to the C language, data types means you have to explain only primitive data types and types of primitive data types. Clear, ma? See a primitive data types. Again, primitive data types. What are the primitive data types? Int, integer, char, character, float, void. So these four data types are further classified into 11 types. See, very simple. Short int. These data types, single data types are divided into two types: signed short int, unsigned short int. Okay. So here number, I said only integer take numbers. Which numbers? Round values. Either it is a plus value or minus values. Minus 10 is also round value or numerical value. Don't consider minus value is the decimal value. Understood? Minus values also numerical values. These numerical values should be called as a signed and unsigned. Okay, either it can take this short integer can take negative values or positive values. Clear? Understood? Minus marks, plus marks. Understood? Integer, again integer are divided into two types: signed integer, unsigned integer. It is also take both numerical value, negative values and positive values. Okay. Long int, this long integer also divided into two types: signed long int, unsigned long int. It is also having positive and negative. It has also having positive values and negative values. Next one, characters. Character is a data type. It can take only 1 byte. Integer can take 4 bytes. The size is called 4 bytes. It is having 1 byte. Okay, having only 1 byte. Float can take 4 bytes. If it is a 32-bit, difference having 32-bit operations and 64-bit operations. Okay, here character, signed character, unsigned character, float, double and long double. So this table also very important. If you draw these two tables, okay, in examinations, you will get full marks. Understood? See here, integer data type. Integer data allows the variable to store numerical values. Already told you, numerical values are nothing but round values. Int is what here? Keyword. Int always represent with a small character, not a capital letters. Okay. What is the storage? 2 bytes. When it is 2 bytes, if it is a 32-bit mission. Okay, that is a totally operating system topics. 32-bit operations, 64-bit operations, operating systems. Okay, when it takes 2 bytes, if it is a 32-bit. If it is a 64-bit operating systems, it takes a 4 bytes. Understood? Yes or no? It depends on the processor. Okay. So when it is 32-bit, 64 bits, 4 bytes. Okay. Next, character. What is the character? Character data types allows the variable to store only one character. Only one character. Any kind of alphabet. What is the size? 1 byte. Understood? Next one, float. Float consists of three parts. They are float, double, and long double. Float data allows the variable to store the decimal values. Decimal values. Here, decimal values means fractional values. What is the storage capacity? 4 bytes if it is 32 bits. If it is 64 bits, 8 bytes. Okay. Next one, void. Void cannot take any values here. Void data. It is one of the data which cannot be written any values. So here, according to data types, three tables are important. Okay. So these are the tables from lower data type to higher data type. Char, signed char, int, unsigned int. Okay. Integer, this is a signed int, this is unsigned int, short int, unsigned short int, long int, unsigned long int, float, double, long double. This is the size of the bits, this is the size of bytes. Okay. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. If it is 2 bytes, 16 bits. Table is very easy. 2 bytes, 16 bit. 1 byte is 8, 2 byte is 16. If it is 4 bytes, 4 eights are 32. If it is 8 bytes, 8 eights are 64. If it is 10 bytes, 10 eights are 80 bytes. Okay. So how to convert into range, I will make it a new video with a clear explanation. So this is the concept of data types. Clear? And next one is operators. Operators is the next topic.